What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I'm an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Aries. What's up, Aries? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do your general reading. I'm going to pull 2 oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin, Aries. Make sure that you trust yourself, okay? Over anything, trust yourself. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Trust yourself. Over everything, over anything, trust yourself. Okay? Aries. A lot of people walking out here delusional and crazy and psycho. Trust yourself. Leo could be significant to you in some way. All right, the first card you have is Provide in reverse, Taurus energy, with Let Your Fears Dissolve, Cancer energy. Work through any insecurity, Cancer energy, and see the bigger picture, Sagittarius energy here, okay? Wow, look at all this Cancer energy. This is beautiful energy. A break. So I feel like there could be something happening to your money instability right now. But I feel like you're not allowing that to stop you. I feel like you're like, all right, well, we got to get to it. I feel like you're pushing through. I feel like, you're seeing the bigger picture. I feel like you're not allowing your fears to get to you. I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture here. This Strength card is here and here too. I feel like you're showing yourself a lot of love and respect. I feel like you're showing yourself a lot of unconditional love right now. I feel like you're showing a lot of strength, inner strength. You're showing a lot of compassion for yourself. I feel like you're making I feel like there's a lot of inner stillness that's happening right now. It's like you're becoming like it's like you're taming. I don't know how to say this. It's like you're petting yourself. I don't know. Like the Strength card, like she's like that's her inner strength, her inner courage or whatever. And she's like petting it and like whatever. It's like you're maning yourself. That makes sense. What is Provide in reverse? Push through any insecurity, see the bigger picture, and let your fears dissolve. You have the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Chariot, and the Page of Swords with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, well, the universe is asking you to make a sacrifice for either love here or a partnership of some sort, okay? The 5 of Cups is here. I feel like you are going to have to take a loss here, okay? But it's more like a sacrifice that you have to make, the Chariot and the Page of Swords. And I feel like that's why you're like, all right, let's just get her done. I feel like Cancer energy here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do feel like you're going to communicate to someone or something, or you're going to get communication, whatever. Okay. I feel with the Chariot, the universe is pushing this here. Okay. It's like you're realizing that the universe is causing some type of stability situation, to get you to like do something else, to get you to like reach out to somebody, talk to somebody, to get you to, start this partnership, to get something going. And I feel like you're realizing that. You're seeing the bigger picture behind everything. I feel like you're making little moves. I feel like you're testing the universe, but you're doing it in the good way, right? Because I feel like you're just like, okay, so let me see what happens if I don't know. I don't know. If I'm gonna say if this is a person, right? It's like, okay, if the universe wants me to go to this person or whatever, I'm going to watch their Instagram story, and I'm gonna see what happens. You watch their Instagram story, and then you go, to the store, and someone like pays you forward or whatever, and you're just like, all right. Like with the Chariot here, the universe is like, yeah, what you need, what clarifier you need, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. I feel like you are like working with the universe, and like the universe is talking to you back. This is kind of cool, bro. All right. Yeah, that's why you're like, all right, cool. That's why it's really easy for you to let your fears dissolve, because with the Chariot here, you're feeling guided. You're feeling pushed to do this. What's the Two of Cups here? You have the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're not changing your perspective. I feel like you really want this other person, or this other situation could really. Let me tell you what the Two of Cups says. It says unified love or partnership, mutual attraction, romantic love, connection, mutual respect, joining forces, close bonds, unity. It's like you're not changing your perspective on that. It's like that's the one that you want. Whatever. What's the Five of Cups here? You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, but I feel like you're not going to have fun, because you're going to have to go through some type of sacrifices in order to obtain this. Okay, you're not having fun. It's kind of like I mentioned in your other reading. It's like Saturn is in Aries right now, and we don't like it there, but it's beneficial, whatever. Mars is also in Aries, and that's like it being your birthday for 4 to 6 weeks. Like you feel the best ever. So it's kind of like you feel the best ever right now. It's the same thing. It's kind of like contradicting. It's like the universe is like, you feel all this energy to go towards this person or go towards this partnership, but at the same time, your money instability is like being shooketh, but that's the universe trying to show you, like, you gonna go or what? Okay. The Lovers. Wow. Gemini energy. This is literally your spiritual counterpart, your other half. Okay. This is literally your path. You're supposed to be on this partnership. Okay. Yeah. You better go. It's worth it. Okay. What's a Chariot? You have the Judgment. Yeah, I feel like final decision is that the universe is pushing you towards this. Okay, this is going to happen. You have the Ten of Wands. I just feel like it's not going to be easy, but this is a challenge that you can overcome, because the universe is behind you. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but just because it's not going to be easy does not mean you should not do it. What's the Page of Swords here? You have the Strength card, Leo energy. I feel like you're trying to hold back to show confidence and strength and que sé yo, but Aries, that's not really your energy. That's not really your energy. The Justice card, Libra energy. Okay. You are gonna get this is your good karma, your good justice. It's like the universe is like, yeah, you have to make this sacrifice, but here is your reward for the sacrifice that you just had to take. So are you gonna go get it or what? I mean, it's literally your reward. The Ten of Wands is there because it's not a reward that is being mailed to your house. You have to go to freaking Washington, D.C. to go pick that shit up. But you better, and it's like a challenge because you're going to have to do this and move stuff around, then do it. But you have to understand that this is what you just went through. The sacrifice that you had to make is going to make it all worth it if you go towards your good karma, your good justice. With that Strength card there, I feel like you have been holding back and whatever, but you can't do it anymore. And I feel like, yes, I know it's contradicting because Saturn in there is like, making it difficult, but it's difficult, not hard. Do what you can, because that air with Mars and Aries, that's literally your home, your home right now. You can't stay still, honey. You're gonna want you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is cute and all for a little bit, but you can't stay here. It's not your energy. Okay. All right. Next is Victory. Okay. With Lighten Up in reverse, Leo energy. Okay. I feel like you're going to win a situation here. I feel the universe wants you to lighten up. Okay. You're not the type to hold on to grudges or whatever. I feel like Aries, you're the type of person that like you have the what's it called? The resting bitch face or whatever, even for the men, you do. Like you just do. Like I feel like every Aries looks like that, and Scorpio too. It's funny. That's actually legit true. Anyways, but it's like once somebody talks to you, it's like, you're happier or whatever, but I don't feel like, I've never met an Aries that, like, if they're having a bad day, they're going to make somebody else have a bad day. You're like Sagittarius, you try to find optimism. Anyways, what is victory and lighten up in reverse? You are going to be victorious, so lighten the freak up. The Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. With the Strength card in reverse, I mean, the Strength card was upright over here, and now it's in reverse over here. Yeah, stop holding back. Like, it's not your energy, lovey. It's just not, okay? I feel like something is going to work out fine for you here. You just got to be courageous and go towards it, okay? I feel like the Seven of Wands in reverse, I feel like there isn't going to be a challenge. I said something over here, but it's not going to be a challenge that you can't overcome, Aries, okay? Like, the Temperance in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. I get it, all right? I get it. I feel like you've been dealing with unbalanced energy. You've been dealing with people that are trying to be disruptive in your energy, and it's just making you really down. Like, you're just like, man, all y'all are just bozos. Like, why can't we all just get along? Like, it is just like, it's putting a damper on your energy, but with the Nine of Swords in reverse, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, I feel like it's like you're becoming an Aquarius. Like, it's like you're like, come on, man, we're supposed to be the community. Like, come on, man, kumbaya, let's hold hands, let's sing together. But what's making what's making you do that? Mars and Aries. Like I said in your other reading, a lot of people are taking. I noticed this last year, that whenever Mars is in Aries, people think that they're so big and bad. They take that energy because that's literally, Mars is one of the most important planets because it's literally action, it's desire, it's what makes everybody, that feeling of you wanting to go and do something. Yeah, you get it from that Mars planet up there. So it's like, that shit is important. That's what gives everybody that spark. It's the freaking light to my lighter. Like, it's fire. Fire is very essential. We need heat. Okay. And people just don't know how to use that. Right. They don't. And when it's in Aries, it's super amplified, and it gives people, they think that they're big and bad and stuff. And they really not. And you're looking at it, you're like, oh, y'all are just making a mess. Like, that's not how you do it. That's not how you use it. All right, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's not your problem, Aries. So lighten the freak up. It's not your problem, okay? Whatever they're doing is not going to cause stress for you. I feel like I feel like you are, I don't know, Aries. Something is not as big of a deal as you're making it seem. Okay, I feel the universe wants you to know you're going to be successful with something. Don't avoid anything. Okay, you're protected, so don't avoid. All right. What is the Knight of Wands here? Let's clarify. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel the universe wants you to be courageous and to go towards victory, success. Like, go towards building or working with someone here. Okay, they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to betray you. The Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like your intuition is telling you. All right. What's the Three of Pentacles here? You have the Four of Wands. It could be about marriage, commitment, or a job, a teamwork, collaboration. Yeah, it's going to be very successful, okay? Very solid energy. You guys are going to be working together very good. You guys have the same goals, the same whatever, very sturdy. You guys are going to have each other's back. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I just feel like it's like you're mad because it is. Okay, but all right. I feel like you need to step down, sweetheart. I feel like you're becoming too much of a leader. I love you, but you need to calm down. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like the Nine of Swords is in reverse. Whatever they're doing, it is causing an imbalance, but it's something that it's not a worry for you. I just feel like you're like, tisk, 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 guys. No, guys. Like, you can't do that. It's like you're becoming the freaking police. Like, no, that's wrong. Good job. But you're doing it too much, and it's dampening your mood. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah, I feel like, the Page of Swords is in reverse. A lot of you guys, you need to, if you keep just like, spying on this or just whatever, you're gonna end up missing out on this opportunity. If you don't go towards something, if you don't get the information that you need, if you don't go and get it, okay, if you don't reach out, if you don't talk, if you don't whatever, you're gonna end up losing out on this opportunity. And that's on that. Like, what's the Sun in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse? You have the Nine of Swords in reverse again. That's the universe double confirming. You have nothing to worry about. It's not your problem. Stop trying to be, you know, da 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 da. It's not. I know, like I said, I know that you know that they're bugging. I know that you know how something is gonna turn out. You know everything. Yes. It's in your energy. Any action, any move that somebody makes right now, you are gonna know the outcome. So it's very important that you don't sit there and try to tell everybody, hey, you shouldn't do that. Hey, hey, hey. Man, people are going to do whatever the frick they want. Let them fall into, let them create a fire and then fall in it and burn. They're going to have to burn. Because that's how people learn. You have the Four of Swords. Again, you have nothing to worry about. You're good. I feel like you're trying to be helpful, but by you being helpful, you're creating yourself to be upset. If they're not going to listen, they're not going to listen, period. Okay? Next card you have is Determination in reverse. Pisces energy with Find a Balance. Libra energy here, okay? So I feel like you're realizing that, you could be becoming a little lazy or that you're not listening to your intuition here. You could be realizing that things are piling up or something like that. And I feel like you're going to find a balance. You're going to figure out a way to do something, okay? I feel like you have good karma, good justice coming towards you as well. What is Determination in reverse and Find a Balance? You have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. Gemini energy here, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you guys are single, independent, and you could do whatever you want here. With the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands in reverse, I feel like there's a delays here, okay, and you have to make a difficult choice. With the Page of Wands in reverse, I feel like you have to make a difficult choice to go along with the delays, okay, because I feel like there's nothing else that you can really do here. With the Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like you're still, these delays, it's okay. I feel like you're still able to do stuff. Like, these delays are not stopping anything. It's just a delay, Aries, okay? The Lovers is in reverse here. I feel like the universe does not want you to make any definite decision yet, okay? Because there's delays here, all right? And I feel like it's like you have to find a balance within the delays, but I feel like you're realizing that there's delays because you allowed something to pile up. You weren't listening to your intuition. Let's clarify. What's the Three of Wands here in reverse? You have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, yeah, I feel like I said, you're gonna stay the course. Like I said, you're not going to leave or anything. You're just going to be like, all right, I'm just going to sit here and wait for the delay. Queen of Wands in reverse. It is pissing you off, though, right? What's the Two of Swords? You're not a big fan of waiting. We know. The Ten of Pentacles. But it's like it's a difficult decision because this is about your long term, okay? So it's like you have to make a head over heart decision, right? You got to be an Aries. You got to be a leader and, be a leader in your life and kind of like, okay, this is going to be delayed and I'm going to have to sit my ass down for a while this delay is through, right? Like you're making, and you know that you don't like that, but you got to do what you got to do type of thing. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, these delays, somebody could be doing this to you, all right? I feel like someone's very needy, very desperate, okay? What's the Nine of Pentacles, but you're not. You're independent, you're single, like you're just like, all right, if I have to, whatever. I don't think you're going to, no, I feel like you're going to be like, all right, I'll just wait. What's the Nine of Pentacles here? I feel you're going to take your time with something. You're not in a rush. You have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, you're releasing control. Like I said, the Nine of Pentacles, you're like, I'm not in a rush. Like, whatever. Like, I feel like you tried it one way was delay. You tried another way was delay. You're like, all right, I'm just going to wait. You know, I don't feel like you're gonna keep pushing. You know, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because something is not a betrayal. Like something, I feel like they're gonna be able to recover for something. I feel like that. It's kind of like you're reading the universe. You're like, all right, y'all just want me to wait, right? Because clearly I don't like to wait, and y'all want me to wait, and da 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 da, right? And with Saturn there, Saturn is the way that Saturn works. Like I've also realized Saturn is so obvious with how it makes you learn your lessons and how it teaches you discipline because it adheres to your sun sign, right? Your ego, right? So when Saturn is in there, just slow the freak down, Aries. Okay, just slow down, release control, Anyways, what is the Page of Wands in reverse? You have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, I feel like you're gonna be really in your head, Um, you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're gonna think it's unfair, whatever, but it's fine. Ultimately, I do feel like you're going to decide to just wait here. Like I said, I feel like somebody could be doing this and, whatever. They're just, they're needy and desperate, and that's what's coming for them. Needy and desperate energy. You don't get long-term anything with needy and desperate energy. Okay? They're gonna be needy and desperate to the day they leave this planet. And they're not really needy and desperate. So the universe is going to show them, oh, you think you're acting in a needy and desperate way when you're not really needy and desperate. Okay, we're going to make you be really needy and desperate. So to show you that acting like it is not, is not going to be beneficial for you. Like walk it like you talk it. Somebody here's a fake, a fraud, a phony. They're all full of crap. Okay. All right. Let's get you some advice. What is provide in reverse? Push through any insecurity, see the bigger picture, and let your fears dissolve. You have pirate ship, set sail on a new adventure, explore beyond the horizon. Okay, yeah, I feel like you and this partnership, you guys are gonna go somewhere new. You guys could be traveling somewhere, going somewhere together. But I feel like you guys are going to go beyond the horizon. You guys are going to do something big here, okay? You have sailboat, sail on, you're heading in the right direction. 2 freaking sailboats. You guys could definitely be traveling or going somewhere with this person, okay? You're heading in the right direction if you're going towards them, okay? Focus on that partnership. The universe is pushing you and guiding you to go towards that partnership because I feel like the universe wants you guys together. It's like when you guys come together, it's like your money and stability, that the universe unlocks your money and stability or something like that, okay? The universe needs you two together. I don't know. There's something about the partnership coming together, like the energy. Something about you holding hands could be significant as well. If this is a lover, obviously. What is victory and lighten up in reverse? A lot of you guys could be losing weight or you're looking good. Abalone shell, healing from the inside out. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you're gonna heal this, okay? I just feel like this is kind of like the universe showing you, like, I don't even know how to say this, humility, or not even, because I feel like you are being that. I feel the universe is trying to show you, like, you can't lead everyone. That's a fact, Aries. You can't lead everyone. Not everybody wants to be led. Not everybody wants to follow the path. And it's not worth you trying to, like, make them see it or whatever. I feel like you are going to heal this. I feel like you needed to go through this, though. I feel like you needed to experience this. You needed to feel it. You needed to see how it felt. So, like, maybe next, like maybe the next person you meet that's in this energy or that's not leading, like, you're gonna be able to automatically know, oh, because you already were in the mess. So you're gonna be able to see the mess when it comes up again, and you're gonna know, like, I'm not even gonna try with you. I'm not even gonna try. This smells like the hurricane, or this smells like the mess that happened in freaking 2026. I ain't doing it. But good luck, sweetheart. Like, it's like, it's gonna help you. Okay, you have peer. You decide, the choice is yours. Yeah, this is also gonna make you realize that everyone has a choice. Yep. And every choice has a reaction. Yep. And everybody is in charge of their own life. Yep. You always have two choices in life, either this one or this one. What you're gonna do, and depending on the choices that you make, is depending on the outcome that you get. And you're gonna realize too, man, people always got a choice. You make the wrong one, that's on you, sweetheart. What's over here? Determination in reverse and find a balance. You have sandcastle. Everything is temporary, divine timing. Okay, yeah, everything is temporary, divine timing. You know that. Okay. I feel like I said, these delays are just delays. It's gonna get over. It's gonna be quicker, over sooner than you think. Okay. You have jellyfish. Let yourself be seen. Transparency, and you are. Like I said, it's like you're realizing, like, okay, y'all just want me to be patient. Y'all just want me to just wait. Y'all just, it's like you're realizing, like, I don't know how else to say that, Aries. This is really good. Okay, I feel like you're seeing yourself as well, and you're seeing everything as well for what it really is. Okay, I feel like you're becoming more transparent within yourself and others. I feel like you're just understanding more about things. Okay, but you do have good karma, good justice for whatever this person calls these delays. All right, so that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.